Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. The topic of today is the first date shows his interest in you. He'll show you on the first date just how much he wants you. All right, before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers, all of the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now let's dive into this topic. The first date shows his interest in you. All right, ladies. When you accept a date, man asks you out for a date, you accept. All right. What do? 9 times out of 10, ladies, you will go out of your way to look nice and all of that on the first date. As a matter of fact, I was listening to a lot of other male relationship advisors who tell women all these tips on the first date. And what they are telling you is how to make yourself more acceptable to men. I'm going to use that word, acceptable to men. Ladies, you know what? I don't agree with a lot of that. All right? Ladies, make yourself happy within yourself. The way that you feel comfortable about yourself is the way that you should present yourself. If it's not pleasing to the man, well then he's not the right man for you. All right? But you don't have to go out and do all of these adjustments to yourself so that the man will accept you. See, that's the issue. You want to be accepted by the man. Ladies, when you go on the first date, the man better be worrying about being accepted by you. You see, we got that all confused because a lot of the advisors, relationships advisors, are men. And of course, they're going to tell you women what they want. You see, whether they're good men or not, what men want. They want you to come out looking a certain way, acting a certain way, smelling a certain way, and all this kind of mess. And what about them? I've been on dates with men where he'll come out in his dirty jeans that he's been wearing all day. Well, then I just cross him off. I just cross him off because he doesn't meet my standards. Ladies, have standards. Have them. You see? And if the man doesn't meet your standards, he's not for you. Now, I did pull a video. Let's watch this video, and then we're going to talk some more about this issue. Okay? Here we go.
His first date choice indicates how interested he is in you. Now, this doesn't mean he has to take you to a big swanky restaurant. In my opinion, that indicates usually a guy who likes to show off and probably does it all the time. A first date should be a simple chance for you guys to sit down in a bar, have a couple of drinks, chat, and get to know each other. But still, whilst keeping it simple, that choice of venue is very important. 1, that bar should never be near his house. That probably indicates he wants you to go home with him afterwards. And 2, it should never be a crappy, cheap little bar. If he doesn't want to invest in a nice bar, invest in some more expensive drinks, which create a nice ambiance for you guys to get to know each other, then he is either low end or he thinks you're a low end type and he can basically get away with it. Peace.
Okay, now you're on the date. The do's and don'ts about the first date. Make it fun. Just keep it simple and sweet. Ladies, don't go in the date talking about your ex or your problems at home or your money issues or anything like that. Just keep it light fun when you go on the date. Now, if the man does that, then you need to cross him off. These are things that you need to notice on the date. The man will show you what he's looking for if you just settle down and listen and not be so busy in trying to get the man to accept you. You want to accept the man. So you want to see what he's coming to offer. What is he coming to offer? I know I heard a man say that on a first date, don't take a woman to a really nice restaurant. Just take somewhere simple or whatever. Listen, this is my opinion. Okay? And I know some people might not agree. But on a first date, I want to see what the man is offering me to even want to be with him. If I don't see anything, if I don't hear anything, if I don't hear an offer, anything that he can present that's going to better my life, I don't be bothered with it. Period. I believe a man needs to come with an offer. And he better show something on the first date. Something. I remember I went on this, I guess it was like a meeting. I don't know if he called it a date or not. I didn't call it a date, but it was a meeting. And we sat down and talked. And he could give me nothing mentally. Mentally. Understand, one of my standards is he's got to be intelligent. He could not give me anything that I could hold on to say, yeah, this is going to benefit my life. Nothing. So, cross him off. Ladies, this is the attitude you need to have going to a first date. Now, when you go, I know you're going to look nice and all of that. But keep your eyes on him. Because I've been on some first dates where guys come sloppy. Cross it off. Which means that if the guy really valued me and wanted to impress me, he would come looking his best. Okay? Since he didn't, cross it off. It's a dead end. You see, many of these men, they're just coming looking for somebody to have sex with. So they're not going to put themselves out there to impress you. They're just looking for somebody to bang. That's it. Ladies, know what you're dealing with. On the first date, you can tell a lot. If the guy is no fun and you are a fun-loving person, cross him off. Cross him off. On the first date, men should be showing their best foot forward. They should come letting the woman know what they have to offer. You see, what would be the benefit of the woman wanting to be with this man? That's what he needs to present on the first date. Not just to show up and you all just talking, just to see, if you get along with each other, if you like being in each other's company. That's all well and good. If you are wanting a partner in your life, a long-term partner in your life, then you need to be more discerning about him instead of flipping it that he's discerning about you. Okay. If he wants, you can be both. You can be both. Now, the man, when he comes to the date, he's going to be looking at how sexy you are, because on his mind is sex. That's what he's looking for, a sex partner. You see? Usually, men who are looking for wives or whatever, they may take another route. They may take another route. But it's according to why they want a wife. See, there are many reasons why a man would want to marry in the first place. Because there are a lot of men out here that don't want to get married. So if you run across a man who says on the first date that he's looking for a wife, to me, that would be more of a turn off than a turn on. Really. Because why? Why is he in such a hurry to have a wife? Especially in a world where men are not wanting to get married these days. Now he's in a hurry to have a wife. That would make me wonder. Why? And for you, don't go on your first date and the man says, well, what are you looking for? And then you going to say, well, one day I would like to have a husband. Well, he already knows that. Don't tell him that, because you sound a little desperate when don't tell him that. Tell him something else. Tell him that you desire a happy life. And, you can tell him that you would like to have a partner in life if that works out. But don't make him feel like you're zooming in on him. Don't make him feel like that. Because many men feel like that anyway. Just talk pie in the sky. Because really, ladies, you are there to observe him. Don't go there trying to present yourself to be chosen. You go there to see if you want to choose him. Ladies, this is your power. And see, too many times we give our power away to the man. He's got control of all the strings that we jump by. No. Take your power back and know your power. Now, on the date, while you are observing him, first, notice his appearance. Notice how he dresses, how he comes to the date. If he comes sloppy, he probably doesn't care that much about you. But if he took the time to dress himself up, to take a nice shower, he's looking good, he's smelling good, it means that he wants to impress you. So he's interested in you. You understand? I remember I went on a first date one time, and this guy wanted to meet me in the park. Okay, so and I'm okay with meeting a first date. I think meeting a first date a lot of times is better than the first date coming to your house and you both going on the first date. It's better to meet him there. Okay, so I met this guy in the park, and I guess he was one of those guys, he's just going to meet somebody. But I'm very observant. He drove up in a minivan with a baby seat in it and a lot of toys in the back. I'm like, all right, what kind of nonsense is this right here? But see, things like that are a turnoff to me. To me, he never came in and explained it. I didn't ask him about it. But if the man was trying to impress me, he should have come with some explanation of why he driving up in a minivan with children's car seats in the back. He wasn't. They could have been his grandkids, but he should have said it, because it was a turn off to me. And plus, we just sat in the park and talk, but he didn't present anything that he could offer to me other than himself. No, that's not good enough for me. For you to just come with yourself. You got to come with more. Ladies, you can demand more. When you've worked on yourself and you're stable yourself, you don't want to team up with somebody who's unstable. And there's too many women out here who are successful women. And they'll go on the first date with a guy. He looks good. Maybe he smells good, but he has no offer. He doesn't have anything. He's looking for a woman that has it. You understand, ladies? You can notice this on the first date. Okay, where did he take you? Now, I hear men say, on the first date, they don't want to spend a lot of money on the first date because they don't know if they're going to get sex or not. So see, they're looking for a transaction. They're not looking for a relationship. That's a transaction. When you take somebody to a nice fancy dinner and you expect sex after. You don't want that either. You don't want that either. You want a man who treats you like the queen you are on the first date. He treats you on the first date the same way he treats you on the last date, like the queen that you are, or you're not going to be bothered with him. Okay? Now, if he's on the date, down in his ex or down in his last girlfriend or whatever the situation, you don't want that either. Because he would do the same thing for you. He would do the same thing that he's doing now, smearing the name of his last date, girlfriend, or whatever. He'll do the same thing for you, to you. So you don't want to be with a man like that. See, ladies, this is why I'm saying, on a first date, your eyes should be open. You are going there to see what kind of offer this man will present to you. If he has no offer, why bother with him? Why bother with him? You see, ladies, you go into these situations hoping and praying that this man is going to provide for you in some way. But many times he doesn't. He never started off like that. He's looking for you to provide for yourself. And he'll provide for himself. And you'll meet in the middle. Doing what? Sex. That's it. That's it. These men are not wanting to provide for women anymore. Women, that's why you need to be financially stable in your own right. In your own right. Now, on the first date, don't pay. You want to see if he's going to pay. And if he doesn't pay, let that be your last date. Let it be your last date. Ladies, you got to know your worth. You deserve the best. You see, for years, men have been mistreating women and treating us like we are second-class citizens at the very bottom of the barrel. And black and brown women are underneath the barrel. You see, men have been disrespecting us for ages. It's now time for us to stand up and claim our power and have standards, have high standards. And if he can't meet them, leave him. Don't tolerate him. Don't do it. And don't listen to these men counselors who are telling you how to get a man. How to get a man. Ladies, you can get a man by just being a woman. You don't have to do anything to get a man. By just being a woman. By just being a female, you can get a man. So don't listen to them. They are building you up to be these floozies that men want to play with. Play toys. That's what they're grooming you to be. Don't be that. Be a strong, independent woman. And don't take a mate unless he comes with an offer. Men need to get back to that. Come with an offer. If you don't have an offer, and the offer needs to be something that will improve your life. He's got to make the offer. You see, he can't just come and you see him, you know, he's a successful man. He makes a lot of money. He drives a fancy car. You can't assume that he's going to provide for you because he has it. He's got to let you know that he's willing to do that for you without it being a transaction. Without it being he's only going to do it for you if you have sex with him. That's a transaction. Don't fall into that. You don't want that kind of man. Period. You don't want that. And too many of us have it. But you know why? Because we fell into the pattern of getting a man and trying to hold on to a man. Doing whatever the man wants just to hold on to him. He's not doing that. He's not trying to hold on to you. In his mind, it's plenty of fish in the sea. But women don't think like that. Number one, we're not hunters. So we're not out there trying to fish and find them. We shouldn't be. If you are, you need to stop. It's the man's job to hunt. But the man, when he finds something, he has to make the offer for this woman to accept. You know, there was a time when if a man saw a woman that he wanted, he had to go and make the offer to her father for the father to give his approval for this man to have his daughter. He had to come with a tangible offer to make to the father to get this woman. You understand? So ladies, it's not out of the ordinary. It's just something that men got away from because women, we don't have any demands anymore. They have flipped the script to make us believe that we got to, do everything to ourselves to attract them. Ladies, by the mere fact that you are a female, you attract men. You attract the male energy. You understand? So don't be deceived by that. You don't have to make yourself up and do all of these alterations and things like that just to attract men. But these men advisors, that's what they tell you. That's what they tell you, how to get a man, how to keep a man. What they need to be telling men how to keep us, how to get us. Ladies, we need to flip this script. Take your power back. Know who you are. When you are on a date, all right, it's energy. Don't forget your energy. He's energy. How do you feel being around him? How does his energy feel? When he talks to you, how does it resonate in you? See, you are there to observe. Observe. You're not there to put yourself on display. You are there to observe him, to see what he's coming with. What is he offering you? Now, if a man does not offer you anything, then he's not that interested in you. He could take it or leave it. He don't value you like that. But if he values you, I'm going to tell you, he'll do a lot of things to impress you. And he will come with an offer. He will come and let you know, if you're with me, this is what it's going to be like. This is what I can offer you. You see, that's the kind of man you want. And if the offer is something that will improve your life, then you may want to engage in it. But if he comes with no offer, on the first date, don't give him 10 dates to come with the offer. No, he needs to impress you on the first date, or there would be no second date. Okay, there'll be no second date. Men just go there to see if you're the type of woman that they want to have sex with. Many of them. Many of them. But he better come with an offer. An offer. And that doesn't guarantee when he's going to get sex. You see, because I don't care how big his offer is. You see. You take your time having sex with him. Because there are other things you need to know about this person. Okay? A lot more you need to know about the person. So don't think that he comes with a grand offer and everything is peachy. No. You still got to take your time. You still got to go through the motions. You still got to hold off sex until he gets to know you better. He's got to bond with you before you have sex with him. Or it's no good. Ladies. Now see, we are emotional. Our emotions are in right away. But it takes time for the man to bond. Give him time to do that. But he's still got to provide for you during this time. He's still got to show that he wants you during this time. You see? Ladies, when you know how this should go, your life could be so much better. So much better. When you love yourself. When you love yourself, you won't settle for anything just to have someone. And many of us have. And that's why men are treating us the way that they are treating us right now. Because we settle and we listen to the wrong advice. Ladies, you are a powerful being. Know it. Practice it. Love yourself every day. And don't allow any man to mistreat you in any way. On the first date, the man better be coming looking good, smelling good, and ready to provide for you and show you what he has to offer. That's what it's all about. Okay, let's get back to that, ladies. It will save you a lot of heartbreak and pain. I hope that you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, in the description you'll find my email. Just send me your questions and I would be happy to share them on the channel here with the collective. Now, those of you who are missing your affirmations and your movement, in the description you'll find a link that says affirmations and exercise. Just click on that link and it will take you directly to the affirmation and movement for today. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I hope to see you next time.